Albe jubero ke kan Active TV la dame yalon ko nka dino kacha dame yalon ko nka politiko kacha dame yalon ko nka balabonyo to kacha dame yalon ko nka sewandiro kacha dame yalon ko nka adonin chosano fanan kacha nimmol final ka interview soto e ka kuol kacam yalon ko be maman ka wolla to nka business advertisement o fanan kala ni business dal le malti biring adamande fa warama nka advertisement o fanan ke business dal yele ñine mun na telephone number ti alnyabe mun na screen o kono teng na lafta alla business o ay faramansa dunia tonko nano be yalon al Active TV kacanyo Active TV Gambia platform olon bari ñaabe loring dunia tonko nano belega nan lafta kibaro la a cinema konin kano manka fuje al Active TV jube social media platform ol beto bring YouTube Instagram Facebook TikTok. Assalamu alaikum badingolungal be kontom bafa be ko welcome back to Active TV. Muruta nan kote ke pour kana update ol diala ko lam yalon ko wala be ke kan Gambia banko kan anin ko lam yalon ko wala be denden Gambia dingol la nabi update o nalbe hakilo ba kan attack la kumo findindi janne mon mi yalon ko e kan follow on Instagram anin fanan e kan follow on TikTok nga attack la kumo findindi janne kaytandi ko attack ko imajo hansain ay kali alquran wala
billahi wallahi tallahi gay fayanguj masuma halis be legi
ako Prince Empire mulyalon ko wole class ñing organize aning Hussain Dada tema ako imajo hansain ay kali alquran wala
wa pour nti ñuy fogné lay comme man dama téda ci li wala dama ci make halis pour ñu xamné man fayanguj masuma halis be legi
ga senen ko dega
billahi wallahi tallahi gay fayanguj masuma halis be legi.
You see? After all, halis guy grab yep nun ko fay. Huh?
Ak everything ak lima gay def yep ak lima def yep
mo findindi janne although amandar YouTube barabe na Instagram page otolo anin TikTok komi purun kana one side of the story not nang both sides not nang because Hussain Dada fanan diamatala so mbada fana kuma kan not la a long conversation also with Sisla and other people on social media idi amuta ko la mi yalon ko le be dending ila class nyina Hussain Dada telebenum live aning Sisla ning other people you know adiamata aitandi ko mon be mon fokan kaitandi ko atelier banka freestyle ke toku yalam dorom baraman ke tonyata ko fo ko mi yalam ko wala be contract ko kon ate be banna wala ban pour ko ke because now okay itel nyum mol ba sambala code le komata iba sambala kiti lo komata be sambala kan kiti lo nyame so ni ngala ko mo understand fanana ko dole be nyilla han sa ngi majo. Okay, lafta ka kuma la fo jam fam bari mbori saf la follow maybe ni nyum ko tata fo nyaato ni ngajo ko ino man setul no chocho be siala mbo ko findin la nyaato damande you know but sign them for now mbori saf la le because it's a bombshell ni bomolo ni nga findindi a chocho wara la bakal so sign them mbori saf la follow but it has nothing to do with Hussain Dada, it has nothing to do with attack. You know, among called Bela Good. Yeah, but it has everything to do with Gam music all along, you know. Abedendi wala. But amanke Hussain amanke attacked. Yeah, so Hussain dia madalem. Ay kumakama mulfo, you know. Albe la mwala kumakama la Hussain Dada ba mulfo kan. Al comment section ko na ali afanyale mone mira. Adiamo siada. Yeah, alingala moy.
He was supposed to freestyle, but this guy ran. So when the chocolate, yeah, that information about Amintole, who gave him that information? They come. Anybody ran away from a freestyle because okay, for it to make sense, in the middle of the show, the other side actually came with a freestyle. Even don't tell Bialoneko that's not a freestyle. You play the beat, Mialonko, it's your beat, and then you freestyle songs Mialonko Yekele from past. That's not a new freestyle. Those are not freestyle. Those are things that you prepared for. And once you perform that, Ntelemoneke, Nana freestyle ojini. Instantly, in the middle of that stage, Nenema was songing, Nenema long, Nenema Sotong Kunkono. On that stage was where I actually put that whole
Dada, sorry, Dada.
all of that. Yeah.
Yamuta atul be written attack be mal found so I'll may fake bam because of atul be alon contractual kono komsako amanke komsako class ti. So then
video ni ngabon di Gam music promo la wala tam video ni ti ali subscribe ila channel running ila Facebook page.
Look, when you say we promote it as a clash, na clash lady gala at the end of the day, bro. I don't know if you follow up like actually really if you follow clashes, to be honest. Nika clash will follow. I don't know if we can follow, but if you follow clash, bro, in America, that's how they do clash. The same way we did it on the stage. In Jamaica, that's the same way they do clash. If you follow up with them. So I don't understand because single flyer TJ, me aloko ya bondile ko these two artists are about to be on stage to do a rap battle. Please, Natari, I'm incorrect. But there is not a single flyer. They said they were going to be face to face on stage. Face to face, we was on stage. You know, number two, we was going at each other. It's not like we have a friendly battle. Nah, we didn't have a friendly battle.
Yeah, it was very tough, but like
it was tense. Like you could see the hostility there, like hostility for the ball from Yambaning on backstage.
Yeah. Dada, I agree with you. Promoter le more fair because it only flying boni. It only the kaitan ni mol. Yeah, I that will for But come here, me for tenta fana ya ngamuele. So that's why we want you to clear because mola konte fana ko that person is a promoter. Akonya ko well, Dada la man song class la nga mane ne la stage kan for quite a while.
Sister, me ko on the day of the event, Kabinta Futato building Okono, Nimpa Jawaraman Diamu, Nim Prince Empire, Nim Muman Diamu about that. Not a single soul, Mbole Fuke, because Mbotale from Namuto, you know, Mbota from Namuto Lekono, Kabrin Bota Namuto Motokono, straight to the stage. Ndata backstage le follow Kabri and Kili straight stage okang Kabrin performance banta straight moto kono kote kemfinita. I didn't speak to a single soul and wallahi tallahi is on everything. Single soul. Amake Pajawara Nim Prince Empire for Namira once the nate noji on the event. You know, Pajawara Tamit Namira once the nate because I go and perform and then come back and then sit and relax and then go back and perform. That was the only thing we were doing. So if anybody said, to be honest, on the day of the event, they actually begged anybody for a freestyle. That's a lie. About it. So I think at the end of the day, there were certain people, they want to save face. You understand? And in certain ways, okay, kabring event to banta. Okay, people start talking like, okay, maybe Prince Empire more scamle, maybe this more scamle on that. Okay, then Najekom Prince Empire put out a statement that he's gonna do a press conference. And tell her instincts, they don't lie. From the very beginning, Najiko, okay, there was a press conference. Nana manager called Kaiko, bro. I saw the Prince Empire is doing a press conference tomorrow, you know? And I think this press conference is more of a safe face. And here is where I will commend Pajawara. You understand? I will commend him for standing true to what he stands for. If they're saying the use camp people, there's
a lot of sense.
What you don't do is come to a press conference and try to put one artist under the boss and then leave the other one. So the difference here is that at that point, these guys, they still owe me money. Up to this day, they owe me money. You understand? So now that
he made a joke for him.
Yeah, so I'll comment section on Alia Fanyale Munemira. To be honest, it's crazy. Hussein, Abu Mumfo Gantiamera, there is a lot of sense, you know, but as a Keno Tonya, as Keno Tonya Fanante Bari, Hakil Mal Malfinality, Afnal comment section of Alia Fanyale Munemira, attack Diamdale, Hussein Diam Sang Namirodo, the event organizers Fananyanda Canali Diam, you know, Prumolial and Tonya Bedaming. And Hussein Mumfo is very simple. Say, Nincho Joka Besiala. Attack ala Contractual Poplis, at the Fanala Contractual Poplis, Prumolia long. Mune be ñun tout contrat ko kono fe bem kilnati ban fe be manga kilenti adi amo si atale Gam music nah, it's crazy. I'll comment section on Alia Fanyale Munemira. This is Active TV.
Come here, men for ten, tafana ya ngamwele. So that's why we want you to clear because mola konte fane ko that person is a promoter. Akonya ko well, dadala man song class lang man in the stage kan for quite a while. Ngai ko well.
Sister, me ko today. Yajele ko on the day of the event, kablinta futa to building okono. Nim paja wara man diamu, nim prince empire man, nim muman diamu about that. Not a single soul mbole fuke because mbotale from Namuto, you know, mbota from Namuto le kono, kabri mbota Namuto moto kono, straight to the stage. Ndata backstage le follow kabri enkili straight stage okang kabri performance o banta straight moto kono kote kemfinita. I didn't speak to a single soul and wallahi tallahi is on everything. Single soul. Amake pajawara nim prince empire for namira once le nate nyoji on the event. You know, pajawara tamit namira once le nate because I go and perform and then come back and then sit and relax and then go back and perform. That was the only thing we were doing. So if anybody said, to be honest, on the day of the event, they actually begged anybody for a freestyle, that's a lie. About it. So I think at the end of the day, there were certain people, they want to save face. You understand? And in certain ways, okay, kabring event to banta, okay, people start talking, okay, maybe Prince Empire more scam, maybe this more scam on that. Okay, then Najakom Prince Empire put out a statement that he's gonna do a press conference. And tell her instincts, they don't lie. From the very beginning, Najiko, okay, there was a press conference. Nana manager called Kaiko, bro. I saw the Prince Empire is doing a press conference tomorrow, you know, and I think this press conference is more of a safe face. And here is where I will commend Pajawara. You understand? I will commend him for standing true to what he stands for. If they're saying they use scam people, but what you don't do is come to a press conference and try to put one artist under the boss and then leave the other one. So the difference here is that at that point, these guys, they still owe me money. Up to this day, they owe me money. You understand? So now that
he made a joke for okay,
yeah, then I joke and so not that they come like not anything that's sort of towards these guys. You understand? The day they did the press conference, the next day, because I will act upon emotions. Yeah, sure. But man act upon emotion. And I swear to God, wallahi, not that you know, the other side man finti Canela platform Kafuko, these guys they owe them money. I will never come out and talk about it. You know, because until yeah, most people woman on the internet. You know, Contractual bente bulo kono, Contractual ba other side bulo kono, Contractual center. Ba issue ni dead la wala to. And nimba dead la, ntete la fly finti public to because it's not good for their image. You know, itele menke umit obetel le bulo kono boy, ala le betel jola wala. You understand? But as a human being, you always have to stay true to what you stand for. You know, and I will say that Prince Empire actually disappointed me to a higher level because now I don't know smartness member to like it's not there because Pajawara himself told me he actually advised him against that press conference, you know. But y'all don't come more impressed be can come yami da come okay nsita no na kuma do but that kuma will be hunt la fobi, you know, definitely because more monkey why people are not fools. So okay.
Yes, that I came in for about Pajawara. That's true because come so when you take a press conference ke Pajawara na bediamla konya kontenga fo ni kana press conference konya distance myself from it. I'm not going to be part of it.
Same thing I will point. Same thing. That's what it do. Bro, I don't have any reason to lie about anything. No, everything, everything membiji as it is. You understand? Everything that's in there, I will say it as it is. You know, Prince Empire, I really thought that he was a genuine and a very good strategist, good business guy. Malcolm is ready to. But that one mistake you did, that one mistake will haunt you because now, for you to till this day, from that day for me, Prince Empire cannot communicate with me. If he's communicating with anybody, it's directly my management. And he knows, you know, who always put a smooth face between Atenina management, because it's so many times my management will want to make things very difficult for him and I will step in and actually just calm the situation. You know, for somebody may advocate for sponsorship and all of that, you won't do anything to jeopardize that person's show, bro. You know, and this show, I've actually carried it on my back from the very beginning because na Contractual sign. I have to live up to the expectation. Na Contractual sign. Albin jokan kudola. Ninta kontan. Mbala flala alfane kontan. You know, life nyanta ka body wanyamale, bro. You don't have to be the only one enjoying and the person investing. Womantari, anything may come from J. So like, but come kafuko on that very day of the event, Puruka just debunk everything that they said about the freestyle and all of that don't make any sense. Kabrin the other side yela freestyle okay. Fontelena freestyle okay. Natari tonya. The other side from Bemenfokanon, they meant it. Why they didn't continue with the freestyle? Why did they jump to the segment? Like why when they freestyle and I freestyle, why did they jump to the main base? You know, continue with the songs.
Coming back to coming back again, did Prince Empire first lenum before like a day before the program katandilako okay we need to do the rap battle or because there is a contract like contract when you read like singing means of a contract when you like singing coming like catalog or something like not about rap battle so Gambian musically okay then Gambians are complaining because this is what they expect because come Italia jeloko like
they never even said Gambians are complaining. Like, that would perform. What they first said shocked me. Wallahi. When they said, yeah, we were supposed to come on stage with freestyle, but say nangut. I'm like, where is this information coming from? Because I've never actually said no to anything like that. So why are you telling me one stuff and then you're telling the other side something totally different? You know, so I don't know who actually said that there, but Natari Pajawara Lewofo, I'm really disappointed in the fact that he would pull a move like that. You know, because that's you're telling me one thing, that's a two-faced move. Like they don't correlate and as a straight person, you don't behave like I would really hope he's not the one. But Natara I'm disappointed, bro. You know, I'm as disappointed as I am disappointed in his partner as well, to be honest.
Yeah, because it'll contract on your last party maybe well be contract on your kono come like ibina like freestyle and others because we wole jeje. So wala nga gal ni nka for yamera Allah paragraph ni be kata kilinte man because like it seems like there's a different contract paper. So wala nambe need pa jawara la prate fana
the only thing we can do is like the other side can publish their contract. I can publish my contract. You know, let's see who are they lying to because this is the worst organization you can ever work with. Organization you can come to one artist, give them a contract and go to the other artist and give them a separate contract. That doesn't make any sense at all. I think no contract like you've seen the face, you've seen everything. These two artists are gonna be on stage musically.
Yeah,
you know,
musically,
no physical
because
complication,
no freeze.
That was very visible. That was very visible. Like it's not like any difference. But and then sense make. Why would I ever sign a contract to do something? Not on stage, but they will sue me, bro.
Exactly. Because
come right now, they would have been the ones suing me. Why are they not suing me? Why are they not suing me? Why am I the one suing them for my money? Okay, you to people that were saying I got paid for the freestyle. It no come like the actual agreement of the show. They don't have that money, bro. They don't have that money.
Yeah, I think Gambian will be about Moikane. This is very clear information and me about the doubt. Okay.
Dada you for bring I spoke to one of them. Go. Why not only along calling dada new agreement sign come yenta ka class like stage right? Now dada balanda. So why should you pay dada then? You should go to court and then challenge it. Yeah. So it doesn't make sense. It only problem on now. It only mistake. Okay. They want so usually you know because the other side it will go dada man so for stage so wala na molia come you know they want to put blame on that.
Yeah. If you are not straight between two people you work with, if you are not straight with two people you work with, you always bring confusion to what you the same person. 2 weeks before the event. If when the other side, they're afraid because right now they're making everything difficult for us. You know, anything we ask for, they say no. Anything we ask for, they say no, we cannot do it. I mean, who are you fooling at the end of the day, bro? So with me, you're bringing mix up, like even mix up people that can come in the same people you are trying to work with tomorrow. And I'm the final event you left me organizer. It's about event also to the so I see these people as people okay, you cannot trust them with contract. You cannot really trust these people with contract because those people don't live by their contract. You know, you come to me and say one thing, and then you go to the other artist and say another thing. Like, who are you fooling, bro? You want to remove fool at the end of the day, pray for me, because at the end of the day, boy, people are not fools. Bro, if you can bring the other side on your platform, wallahi, I will come on your platform. But if the other side don't talk about this show, I will never talk about it because I see it is pointless. You understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah, that's what you
If anybody, if anybody can put 2 and 2 together, yeah, you can put 2 and 2 together. You will know munon tonyati, munon faniati, bro. But ninte any contract ko sign me alonko, I didn't live by it. Today they will penalize me. Matter la court the sentence come from defense. But that's why I showed you the contract, so you can read like what is the agreement on the contract and what they try to manipulate that. It is contract government in the penolandaka. Yera penolandaka. Inataka na come na mind manipulate to come to bring something me alonko. It's not part of that contract. It doesn't make any sense at all, bro. Definitely. You know, and at the end of the day, we live by the contract from the very beginning to the ending. We stood our ground. We never changed nothing. Now, you are organizing a whole press conference and talking nonsense on that press conference. Does that make sense? Make it make sense, bro.
Actually. Okay,
Pandi. Yalong inte down to fokang dada bring fencho nyung comme ça ko promoter multiple blame la bar yala muna nanta fanan ka fo comme ça ko inte la mira loto dal mbolo fo nte nga blame do di tol fana artist la yalo mba fo muna nga blame di tol do artist because alai Mohammed yalo another nunja la sai ka fo ba interview because nada fana nada nda ba nyinen ka because I so promote nyami ko face to face binala ñun gal bina because ni class for mo boy me and music go along. As far as you for more, itina ikanela sound perform. You will come face to face. You come for rap battle. So how comes you so promote to jama and actually have a contract kono ko ninkai mo mantra seferinje because skinny a follow no I contract ko ni read ndama contract ko although umba follow na ke ba makor but atul artisul form because in class na atul benefit for the first place because right now atul kala soul kele every year in Q City people go and watch. So now two artists, actually in Sifa in Kenang, they are promoters. They can do any big events. Abitela favor because ngaji last time yake te tangacham nyola fenchol so yake a walk out. So that all those things abitul favor anytime yake in Gambia. But atul artists or atul lenyental fanjibele because in Sifa mal favor. And the second thing is bring a coin kera. Anya the findalia la fanso ali apologize for the first place. Birale Prince la conference because I don't have Contractual balbol. You supposed to spoke out for your artist because you mal favor because you ma anything in allergy fall down.
No, bro.
No.
This is good for the artists. Not alone you know, because we need this in music industry. Because it's a business. Artists will find a Hussain Dada. That's what I'm saying. But
understand
promoter level, you know. You cannot put that on artists.
Okay, I think you make a valid point. Your valid point, make it. I understand it 100%. But if I understand that telephone artist already, you know, and then we follow up how clashes go on in the world and stuff like that. So as long as until man rap battle genung on any flyer, you know, it would be crazy. This is the whoa. Promoter, they have their own it'll flyer that it'll everything. Not that you come like if any of our fans really feel like they come like they're disappointed because they feel like okay, I will apologize 100%. But if you follow up with how clashes go on of recent, clash of recent, you understand? But anybody because that was how the show was promoted. They have every right for us to actually give out an apology. Sorry. But if you actually follow up with how clashes go on in the world of today, this is how they do it in America and stuff like that. Because you rap battle artists will be there. Those people don't even need beats. They don't even need beats to beef each other. What can you beef for like 1 hour, even you beef like beat DJ or anything.
Like Ngamira Gambian fanang dula dun bije imanje fanang understand. Ya jele ninka chamanke we will not understand. Mr. Louis Bounty will bring tomorrow Pajawara will be here. Somebody's writing bring the promoter. We'll have Pajawara here tomorrow inshallah. Yeah, okay, this is the thing Gambian Alpha can understand. There's a difference between rap battle and a class. okay, ngajale jama kumbe ni tata according to Jamaica when Movado and Vast Cartel, Momola Ridimo iflota woleto. Though it was a dog, but Momola Ridimo iflota woleto. But until na promoter when they are promoting the show, Italiata nilo ko nyimbelo la jan nyimbelo nyel so e gambeno le compandi. But artists all from Bediamuka, you people also have to understand the definition of fall between class and rap battle. Yo bari ñul ntel nga contract ko read le nya yanda nga dara samane nga contract ko le read wala nanta from njifofta. I don't blame both this party. You didn't want to artists will blame. I blame the promoters. Minekata nkale last party la diamo mojani. It means ko minka fonye and minka fonye is interfere wala nyinte ko like imoka killing. Like yeah, both artists were put into limbo. Mbe duntana nyinkon. Like nying diamo from bantale. If yeah, according to Prince Mimfako, they were talking to the particular party wale man song. And until benga alone ko if a promoter pay an artist akoeko na ya maiko muta artist o ye bang ngalon ko street the guy will go to court. Yo but say nyanta ko la gambe non be bale man ne fi question at this nyina problem moti niaja bi dia mo nata be fonda ngam board artist imba wala minti ko when the promoter from Fintida ko the party we are not stupid ndeba karangola ni ko the particular party means ko ale agreement o leke then artist on ye banda fanko woto ning particular party ye bang let him go and face him I do ko domina let him take him back yara from after nata jeleko this artist we have been advanced, but email kodo soto. Yo, okay, despite that, not another class sources la me the person was talking ko, maybe the contract on signed it la company leto. Which means ko, both artists ning ye dojo high price la, ye dojo lower price la. Be the fan I have that information. Nata feko, okay, anyway, nata resa answer no, but nita answer no la, let's forget it, we skip it. So nata mole me mioko,
Selector, well, towards that, I wouldn't know anything because I wouldn't believe anything about these guys anymore. Because to me, it may explain kante from before. Well, contract women not and contract women not the other side. It's not the same. So if actually that is true, I'm not saying it's true, but if that is true at any means, not a tonality, which means your contract women and your contract women the other side, it's different. For what reason are you even gonna do that? I don't understand.
Yeah,
because it doesn't make any sense.
The reason when I asked the other party, because I have already did one contract. So ngani ninka ila contract ko mine be saferinji. I didn't respond me wala ko atela manager kam mem fay he go that man na time so kaji because by then ala held ni amantra kendiarin. But manager mem fay itel katani wala which means ko like freestyle ole bije because anu wala nata stage o santo. So wala na brinta nata nyindo jibe nganyim program do nyi rin ngaje ko like freestyle mantra nyin contract ko kono rap battle mantra nyin trunka ko kono momo ela chuno e bina wala yebal. So bari gam italiata ndi gambino lelko these people they will kill one another. You understand? And it mean for patelen going to the MC2 mistake of an keta wolto because itinano e artist o commanda perform komi yanko ala live show komi minfo MC nye command le ina tareke perform ta man fem foy and it any moment diam so it's very
no ajibe command stage of kanyama nkana nyi introduce le akana stage o kane komi ko mba artist flow ni be kill la le na stage o kan nim pareta if flow eji then killing and I follow perform do it and this is exactly what they did. They called me on stage, called the other artists flow jita then tenata sele nana first song perform artist doing selta ala first song perform. That was how it was done. If it comes to the stage I go yeah like kill kana sele but if they're coming on stage they both come in well na come okay I thought about it in the mid of the show coming way over I didn't address it on stage but I knew in the mid of the show it was gonna come anyway. So when he started freestyling boy got DJ ko bit ordinary and when he jammed the bit we did what we gotta do and if they continue on that pace it's showing in a full scale nyum falendo na ke freestyle cancel because that's what we do for a living bro.
Okay.
And I have a question that bring this promoter not one side this side lamang in last attack last side they act like imang hani right. What went to your mind because promoter ngawe tulinyata katara tema le tili manya kanende ya avoid dada this anita attack ya avoid dada this so do you think that's right? That's not
because at that point at that point na point kile make janekle Wolonko, the first time we were signing the contract, even though it might include in the contract, each artist, gal mako 5 artists invite. They told us that from the very beginning. And both of us, according to what they say, both of us agreed on that. You understand coming for? But as time goes on, the show was coming close. Nte na 5 artists will be linked e based on that. But kabri nte na 5 artists will link kan. Kabri yente call e konyele ko other artists will atiala 5 artists will link le fa parita. That was the first information he mendina. So that what time long nte na the 5 artists will link e based on that. Okay. 2 weeks to the show, young call kote. But that day, young call him very angry tone. They were very angry at the other side. Very, very much angry. Yeah, and what they said was, "Ntelia mira loko nyeng artist link le, but akami link. Ako nintel phone lafta mpongole nyanta kata gal link mphone." This is what they said. So winning one side le ofanye, pajawara le ofonte, you know, from the money link. But then a plita le wouldn't boy singing artist carry link no mole boy puruka soto. Okay, I know what is mbadi child le, but I don't know. So kabina artist when you reach out, what artist or wo he didn't entertain the idea. He didn't even ask for money. Ate ko no ate tatarlano je. You understand? But the other artists na me link wala ko nyako kodo. So we price women for na for galele gal ko ito jolano. So okay, so I came to realize ne kujama because from California ko okay, was song ning alnyanta men kelanu amanjara yake koteke. 2 5 artists wala nyanta men invite la nyindo ka artist sonal. So I'm looking at okay, bro. Nte sunkaro kono ntadal for namira ko showing was gonna get cancelled though.
Cancel, yeah.
Sunkaro kono yeah, nte wala mira because Kabri and Paul what I'm on now long how serious and severe the other side la incident how serious it was.
Yeah,
you know, because Tambo and call come California ko okay for those should namire damala bakela. You know, song nyimfanang we think it's not necessary. This is the time they gave me those info, you know. So come Kabri to obey mira and what Paja Prince Empire said to say that he feels like the other side is afraid because they're making everything difficult. Anything they ask for is difficult. Anything they ask for, the other side is now willing to do it.
Yeah,
you know,
that is the word where Prince Lebo folk and other party in Manghani.
yeah, Manghani.
Yeah, okay.
Pajawara has never said anything about the other side to me.
Yeah.
You know, even after showing, I actually commend him and appreciate the fact that he didn't, with all the pressure, because like nobody knows Prince Empire, Mama Prince Empire. The only person they were talking about was Pajawara. So I commend him for just sticking to his truth and then he told me he even advised the guy against doing the press conference because at that point in time he know that Paul Benyabe isitano isi kujama fono me aloko kukendolo but even one mistake menkela ya fentindi people ni wale
it can put a problem. Yeah,
always
Did Prince contact you or your Prince call it immediately after the press conference? Yeah, call the number. Why you do that?
I called Prince Empire 4 times when he after the press conference in Tamajibe. Nabo then call akonye kunu ila instincts be men foke nunko that's what's gonna happen at that press conference. That's what they did because yajele kabina press conference information oje. I called my manager. I called another close friend of mine. You know, Kabrina gal call. If we look on nah, we just think they're gonna go apologize to the people, come Kafogala, you know, showing you move first time let it. But that's what a smart guy will do. Showing, you know, come telam come nakele entertainment and all of that. But at the end of the day, one can mistake okay. You understand? We move. Okay. Was so Mombasi the other guy namen call, I'm gonna manage that well call. I have video in so when I watched the video, what I did first, I called Prince Empire 4 times. He didn't pick up. Kabrina called 4 times. I'm on pick up. Nala assistant call. Wafanang namira fanama pick up. Nala assistant call. Fanama pick up. I called Pajawara. I said, are you aware of the press conference? I am aware, but I really advise against it. You know, because if there is anybody that's under pressure here, it's me. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's Pajawara, but I am not coming out to talk. You understand? That's what he said. And I commend him for that. And that's how we ended our conversation. You know, for Prince Empire, okay, I put 2 and 2 together, but since this guy is not going to pick up my call, now the only people he's going to be dealing with is my management team. You understand? And the people know for B, anytime any discussion or not, it's between us and them. It's either they're talking to people, issuing forward damning. It's either Waliye call because I even came to realize he left the country without giving us an update.
Okay, before leaving the country, have you get your balance? Because other party guy mala balance o deal. Ita fana yellow balance also the fire masoto.
Hell no. We didn't get our balance. And you know the sad thing is, for him, sadly, natara akeno anyama, with 20% benyanta kalanu kodo nyinka. I would have forgiven him for that. I would have understood as a brother. Like, you understand? But we all go through those stuff. But now that you didn't act upon what you were actually supposed to act upon, wolonkonin deadline in Tambita. Imam Moljo Nakudola, that is a certain 20% addition on that money that you have to pay. And I'm not going to let that money go away. It's free money for me. Like, everybody loves money. So it's like now you're not just paying me the remaining fee, but you are additionally adding a 20% fee on it. And that money is going to be paid in 100%. And the fact that the worst thing you did was run away without giving us an update. At least you could have called management, even though what I'm forcing to Yemen for. But you don't have to leave this country without actually telling us I'm leaving the country.
Amantara country from Lostal.
No, he left. He's back in Germany.
Guys, okay, Gambia, you still yeah, understand. There's nothing negative here. 1 minute because sign he always have 15 minutes prior to. Because mukala fe artist we major coming left. But anyway, because ala ta ko la telephone ya sababu be sabu because mala link ko soto ng MJ. No, ponso for bro. Ibo cool in bro. Why? Ndama nyindo ke la konta ko soto. Dado atodo attack pana mole fana ya natina so I have to hand prince but ikaba Germany janne mba lokoto la fanga tare Germany afana mba sambala nan janate bayla. Prince natre ko ikabe Dortmund ntenin Dortmund tema 3 hours lem my brother is most common idea un upholden in minor start un den do most pressure un Gambian loiter eto idea mba sabala na Prince fana bina janne
alles klar
kan problem MJ eto idea
yalon comme ça wala na birin post am de birin na ko mo idea mo ba sharing na da contact because birin de nyim plaje actually in the made a class you'll follow, I understand. Because Stone Boy found inside a wallet and Najeleno. It was not a bottle. You understand? Among a bottle or me uncle in a stage you can echo in Atlinion. So bring the Gentea and in a ball Munako Benjibe because Neon Colcafe in a court, you manda Clatamira. In Nila musical, I don't want to man diamond fen. Or night and the Galaco, you manta Clatel camera Yamende. In the vessel, perform cast from Akakanyamendo, no coconut.
Ibe Gambia, Gambia, the Gambia.
Yeah, I'm going to Balata Stongo, you're going to Manta Carolina. Bring you call Tambita, not that a Brina Diamos under the contact, bro. Delia Diamo Bisiarna de boy for Kultana, that a conyogo bro, a conyogo Yajela, left open jet, among Hapunda Stajoka, a Cadola now, Contractual Balabolanyam. I was not surprised because Birna class will follow Mafu Nunto, the Santa class no Mulkake. Imaka comes a rap botulena, Aristolo, Jalo, Janyat Linon. Coco, that a conyoko, first time Birina Daka, Nina Fuego comes up. Nakal Bente Jolo Kodola. I'm ready. So
it's business, yeah.
You know, don't order Mutuanatino, Niperedola Kaye, Jokodola, because business is always business. So when I come for Gambian Fanako, music, Jamaba Fanaka Diam music.
Just these people like a legend or Nultre, Nico Mobe Chikanda, Fanike Legend. You know, so near that mother that bottom following you followed.
Okay, no problem. Nindo ka mala because I've made a comment legend about Tapka wala sanko.
Boy, Afonso Nimbabu jam pocket olem.
Okay, no problem.
Nindo come in until like we start gam music in the platform here, the like of Andrew.
No,
Mighty Fana Muke Balti. So MJ land like after Andrew Fana. So we just need advice, like encourage because they are our artists. You know.
Well, I don't think we can blame the artists. Artists only the contract bala. Woli okay already. So nyamre jampa jawra nala Prince Empire, you know, wala nyanda ka blame. Adu mol pe nyamre sani nyin karman nyin kartematendo because imagine ma artist fan to. Ida mo wol jola kodola den ida ka ko mole ko artist ol hay manyine am duti alan ko diffi e kuma kan mum fonye taro kuma kan dole fanam fonye. Don't get enough model mo fa nga jahalan ka ban I was not surprised comme ça amata kara bodulti woka o man surprised that
your mistake back wala to the fact that artist ol nyim fon tema you cannot actually be honest to give an artist a specific information ye lo akang but even information o dila ning artist wala leta ning artist and mbanyum pokale nyama I swear to God wallahi shocked ta wanyama le kabrin seleta stage oka I heard the other side saying the munch with a freestyle but ntemba so nko ko mba fo fay okay ning information o ning how ning information o because ntene ning promoter for na mo information also and the last time I spoke to them both ntene na manager we told them we don't have a problem with that. You know, we don't have a problem. For you to know that we don't have a problem with it, can bring other side in freestyle. For time will be to just disappear the don't laptop on.
No, that is one minute. The point I'm for that day. That is just 1 minute. Go that day. Go je. Nka go that bari. Ite you an rap. Ite mu rapal dino. Yala na muli ito no ni rapal. Nka go say na karo form benta surprise baka ni ite na kare kom kana freestyle ni ya reject. Dara konyo ko bro. Akonyo ko ajibe. Akonyo ko ndi I'm ready. Kom hanate ko nata jana ino kom DJ contribute na platform ora free bit odi akonyo kon nene man fer reject iblo ngai ko to mu rapal ni te fonko wo reject nda surprise because nde yalla nda mo la ko kuma boda day wanda ka ko nda mo
awa kulline nga keba maso mighty nda andro yanyu okay mighty itela micro on diamond jan andro fane na rek so nga advice len ni rek yu momoy la tale ko rek di la bon artist len gam music golem rek mighty assalamu alaikum na bro day nyimbara de
Nimbara.
man some respect man bro
Yeah, respect. Dada, greetings.
Yo, Diamond, big up to yourself, man.
Yeah, man, big up yourself.
Yeah, deal, boy.
Yes, abe cooling, abe nyadi.
Alhamdulillah, boy. Allah tento, boy.
Yes. Kachanyang ketante komale demanding, sign and buntambenu live le. So, kita live le dorong ngaje, is going on. Yeah. All right. So, okay, we talking about Clash, and then I watch it until sita like suto sile put to see what's going on. And then yes, okay, this is the first time we have something like this in the country. Me alonko, we never have
On a big scale.
on a big scale, yeah. Ka two artists nothing and two big artists Londi one of the biggest stage in the country to clash. So okay, bidding a banter, and then people talk about it so much. It's not clash because they were just playing their tunes. Okay, I was expecting the time in the contracts were signed clash nimbe happen nale. Every artist will be busy in the studio, working on tunes. Me alonko ebe me use la, not their regular songs. Okay, even though they will use their regular tunes, eba break like a dubplate.
okay.
They will break it like a dubplate to kill another artist. So people expect that, mo jamai wala expect ko wala mina, but at the end of the day amanna wonyama. Okay, but experience like yalang feng na sort of for the first time you learn from it. We shouldn't take it too big deal, ngap from the level to mi alonko abina tinyaro le natila mi alonko something like that will not happen because ninga samba to certain level promoter sort of la motina sort of la mimba for okay minale to organize something like this in the country, and then the fans tina believe like anymore ni momo nata even another promoter nata iko ibake la fans all fango tina lala kote kana to minale and then I flop at the end of the day. But we could handle this professionally.
Okay.
Professionally, I settle down whilst at a fintila that's so much me along have damage the cost for tomorrow. So ning Prince man na make no okay the artist all ning Prince said deal no le in a different way. I contribute in a way, but not to because music ning class like. You cannot have an industry me along there's no class until late telephone kana but ninka industry ka grow le by putting on class so nga nyamin dal we don't take it to certain level mimba tinna no la ko abe future din tinyala because
What advice do you have for Prince? Because I remember from until being I understand. Come here for me because to my first so na so to okay.
Gambian will member with dunia tua. I respect Gambians that are in Europe more than any other part of the world because in that UK, you know, even though it's part of you guys, but since the Brexit, they stand on their own. America montage bon kaje lening attitude taje je ke mutanya but Europe,
inshallah.
Europe,
You gonna go, bro. Believe me,
Europe,
fam.
Alka appreciate it. You know, Alka come in Europe. I just spent maybe 3 weeks to 1 month there, but now over enjoy it. Even not just the shows, but like the hospitality, maybe you know, and then come like the way people come out to show love to Gambians. So I think our Gambians in UK and America, you know, they need to step up. Like you know, for I understand the Gambian old value because boy, it's a moment. Nima value, modota value, you know.
Of course, 100%.
Yeah, last year. You know, boy, a lot of artists like ST, boy, hanga boy, more mbadwala le kompuru albumena. Doku ken ala keep and one thing main content about this life, you know, is like 9 bars is here because like maybe we have our differences, even though nenaman diamu malom maybe I'm alone personally, you know, but then at the end of the day, sometimes, you know, you just have to have a simple conversation with somebody, moment. You understand?
Yeah,
But then we, you know, maybe down on this life, you know, a lot of people might be surprised, okay, but because to be honest, Manyolong personally, you know, but maybe we differ on opinions, you know, but then at the end of the day, you know, and then, you know, I appreciate the fact that we here showing respect. But when I'm tell a life multi, you know, I always give my attention and my availability to everybody because now I feel like everybody has something to give at the end of the day. Whether more bajela negative, negative, more bajela positive, you know, life is all about that. You know, even the worst people, but more because like there is another part of them that they show that's positive. So when you life more than multi, but you will never know human being for Nina Sital Kachata. So so always let's maintain that positivity amongst ourselves because boy, what important boy. So take na Gambia kanule. Wala na koditi je si mendino ntela boy, not injustice je. Mandiamo injustice. So wala na sometimes people are like, you know, you are different and but then in another ko kodo banale boy. You know, but even legacy men step behind. Well, again, important. Well, you know, sometimes I'm talking about political issues. You know, I'm talking. Well, I believe in the life is bigger than the money. So yeah, well, until a final remarks, because like you know, you always spread positivity. It's in about the other side. But now, you know, you commend us to like do good. Like you understand? Interview boy. You understand? You know, Sister, you know, is always out there showing love to Gambian music. Mbasaluto Kile to everybody here, Diamond, Andrew, Clock.
No, Sisla, I need a kind of man Sisla, I think I artist to the promotion.
I don't Cabrana that Mr. Government the play because
I get better promote, but I get blast level.
I can't nicely.
No, funny. That is
yeah, I'm very pleased to be here, you know, and say, you know,
thank you very much, Dada.
Continue, man. I
But Dada, can I follow the I put 1,000.
No, Dada bita pandia. Dada maka kome abejan nengkafu anyala. Dada is very down. Yalangambo, very good man. Dada even late night you call him, you want to know anything, he will get back to you. Ama phone wara kome ning dole wa follow. That's why I respect some of these artists. Jisulam Dada, you know what I mean, and few people always call you and check on you. Dada always send me voicemail and check on me. I'm gonna give a comment, you know what I mean. Listen, I don't have time for Sisla, you know what I mean, but he doesn't. It's very that once in I know like Abanda is a cool guy, very down to earth. This will the same thing. You know, this is why
the reason when I talk to him now, like come accept it was a surprise to me. Because to have some of the artists is very difficult. So that's the reason being an attack so that a fair la wanyama attack the interview Monday. So we make unfair. So when I talk to him, I tell him bro, I can't BBB from. Yeah. So we attend the loco that person a kiata because nindomu is him fine, but attend the andumenakata. He stopped more mama and the platform too. So I like
let me just say one more thing. Yadele lumena press conference ninketa yeah. I called my manager nkayako tomorrow mbatala live like 3 hours mbatala live. I one thing left for if you go and do a live be it alone long or with anybody. I will know ne nte amira no smartness membe kungo kono. Tunato yama smart. And then yajere kabra ofani one word wala tine moment na moy fo bi me alon ko mbina ko platform because strict warning I wanted to if you actually come out and talk about this issue I will really know that you are not a very smart guy like I thought you was. But kabring MJ and link akoni ko okay you will have the other guy. Okay, if you have him even if you want immediately you are done with it. I can be because I have nothing to,
Thanks a lot,
so
man.
you have nothing to at the end of the day. You live by the code. You make the contract code. So anything TJ Mosa is implicate Noala. So I believe I did exactly what I was supposed to and what the contract said. So at the end of the day, Nina Modo ja kudo for Nimman Fond defender Malon exactly Nyantamen Fola. And that's what it is. 100% with the Malawi Kuko.
Yeah, ala barka bake mbe team attack fanam konton na miran ko yenta fanam ala bringe kumandi.
albe jubero ke kan active tv la dame yalon ko nka dino kacha dame yalon ko nka politiko kacha dame yalon ko nka balabonyo to kacha dame yalon ko nka sewandiro kacha dame yalon ko nka adonin chosano fanan kacha nimmol final ka interview soto e ka kuol kacam yalon ko be maman ka wollato nka business advertisement o fanan kela nim business dal le malti biring adamande on fa warama nka advertisement o fanan ke business dal yele ñine mun na telephone number ti al ñabe mun na screen o kono teng na lafta alla business o ay faramansa dunia tonko nano be alon al active tv kacanyoya active tv gambia platform olon bari ñaabe loring dunia tonko nano belega nan lafta kibaro la a cinema konin kano manka fuje al active tv jube social media platform ol beto bring youtube instagram facebook tiktok